Everyone, this is Melody from Caspio, a senior platform specialist here at Caspio, and today we wanted to go over the article that explains how you can use Caspio and integrate it with SAML single sign-on. Um, so let me go over the how to article that is already on Caspio page. I'm sharing my screen. So you should be seeing this article. If you go to howto.caspio.com and search for SAML, you get to this article. It explains what exactly SAML is and how it works. The process involves three parties: user, identity provider, and the cloud service provider, which is Caspio in this case. The user accesses a Caspio-powered application and attempts to authenticate and get access. If Caspio recognizes the username, it delegates authentication to the ITP, which is the identity provider. And if the identity provider validates that user, then they can get access. So let's see how it works. Very first, we need to have a table which includes a unique ID. In here, I've created a sample table. I called it Okta user table. If we'll take a look in here, we see that there is a field which is unique. There must be a field that is unique here. Second, we need to create an authentication in Caspio. I create an authentication, select that table, custom, SAML single sign-on. If there are more than one unique field in our table, we want to make sure that the correct one, which is keeping Okta user information, is selected in here. These are the information that we need to provide to Caspio so it can connect to Okta and get the user information. And there are some information that we need to post to Okta to get this information and make the connection. If we click on service provider setup, there are some links in here that helps you along the way. Now let's say we're going to this Okta. So we're trying to create an application and go from there. Let's see. So okay, I'm pretty new to Okta also, so let's see how we can add any applications or create an application in here. Okay, create new application. I click in here. So I say it's a web, definitely has to be a SAML 2.0 if you want to do the connection with Caspio. I just named this Caspio SAML and just next. Okay, so probably these are the information that we need from Caspio. Single sign-on URL. Let's see what I get from Caspio here. Single sign-on URL seems to be something like this. Okay, I go back in here, put that link in here. Make sure you use this for recipient URL and destination URL. And entity ID seems to be this one. Click here, it copies, go here, paste. The rest does not really look to be required in here. So I just click next. I like to integrate my app. Let's do that. Finish. Okay. So we need to get to see the SAML instruction. Let's see what we get in here. Oh, perfect. So it gives me all the information that are required in here. Single sign-on URL. Let's get this. Go back in here. Single sign-on URL. There you go. Issuer is here. Go back in here. That should be this. And the certificate we can or download and then upload, or we can just copy and paste it right here. Okay, perfect. I call it SAML. Let me call it Okta SAML authentication. Now I need to have a user in here. How I can set up a user? So that user can get access in here. Let's see where we can add a user. If you're already an Okta user, you must know how you can do all this. This is so new to me. I'm just trying to show you as a beginner how, there you go, how we can do all this. Let's assign it to people. Let me assign it to myself as a user. Save and go back. Assigned, done. So this is a user. That user always in the Caspio table, when you're adding a SAML, that user needs to go in this format for Okta. SAML, colon, and the email address of the user that you're having in here. Perfect. Now, if I create any data page and enable authentication, using that Okta authentication, I should be able to log in with my Okta account. So let me just create any report page, use any sample table that I have in here. Sorry, I go back and enable my authentication. I just want to show a couple lines in here, and that's it. Finish. Now, if I click enable, if I want to get access to this, let me open a browser here. I bring this over. Okay, login. It takes me to connect to my Okta. There you go. I could get in. Now watch. If you go to your Caspio account and you go under Tools, User Logs, open this. It tells you I logged in one time to this application. Let's see, by authentication, let me refresh. Success, 1. No logs information. Let me go back to the page again. Preview. Login. Go to Tools, User Logs. I have 2 successful login. In here, filtered, just maybe, let me see more. Okay, there you go. So it shows both my IP address, the browser that I logged in, and the user that logged in. Okay, now if I log out from my Okta account in here, somehow, okay, there you go, sign out. So I'm not there anymore. Okay, now if I go back to my page, preview, log out from here, login. It takes me in here. Say I have a wrong password and I try to sign in. It doesn't let me sign in. Let's go and see what we get under user logs now. It didn't record my let me go back. User logs, filter. Let me give it some more day. By authentication, SAML. Since this authentication is not going through Caspio, it's not it's not recording. Now, if I do this sign in, if I were logging in with this user ID, let me go back to the table again and show you how that works. Let me go back to this table. I remove my user ID from the table here. Okay. I change this to 1, 2. Now, if I go back in here, log in. Now, if I try to log in with this user, this user is correct, but it didn't let me log in. I got that error message. Why? Because if I go now here, I see I have one failed. Change the filter again. 2 more days. No. This is the user who tried to log in. So if you did not know how to add the user information to your table, this is a good way. Under tools, user logs, you can see what this app is expecting from SAML. And this is the format that you need to use. Okay, even though this is not coming from Caspio table, this is coming from SAML. This is how the connection goes. So I hope that helps. It was a quick video. This was my first time integrating with Okta. Just wanted to show you how easy it can be. Thank you. Looking forward to next videos.